Welcome back, everybody, to the Cannapreneur Partners Canna News Break. One of the big concerns people always have whenever you go to any town to try and get a host community agreement to open up a cannabis dispensary, the number one pushback we tend to get or we tend to hear about is, if we open up a dispensary in this town, all the kids are going to get hooked on cannabis. I've actually heard people saying they will be shooting up cannabis in the parking lot. No, you don't shoot up cannabis, but again, that's how entrenched and how deep the misinformation about this plant is. That there's significant number of people out there that think people will be shooting it up with needles in parking lots. It's not how it works, folks. Never has. I can't imagine it ever will be. But anyway, that's one of the major pushbacks that you get. Now, there's been two studies in the Journal of American Medicine for Pediatrics. Both came to the same conclusion. And actually, all the studies I've seen regarding this particular have come to the same conclusion, that opening up a cannabis dispensary in your town, or when you open up in your states, teen use actually falls. It's been every study that's been done, any credible study, I should be saying, that's been done on the subject, shows a decrease in teen use post-legalization. Okay, now let's look at a different one. So California, the Institute for Highway Safety. Okay, so this is a legit study, a legit group. The Institute for Highway Safety did a study, and they sent in patrons that looked 21 but weren't quite 21, tried to get them to be able to buy cannabis as an underage person in a dispensary, a licensed dispensary in California. They went into 47 shops. 100% of the shops denied the person entry into the shop. So, unlike liquor stores, gas stations that sell liquor, supermarkets that sell liquor, I think no one's going to be dishonest enough here to say that, underage people aren't buying alcohol on a daily basis. Whether it be at a retail shop, whether it be in a restaurant or a bar, underage people are being served every single day alcohol. 100% of the California dispensaries that were tested declined not even just to sell cannabis to a minor, declined to even let them gain entry into the dispensary. That's an amazing number. At 15 of the outlets, 32%, an electronic ID scanner was used. At stores without ID scanners, most personal checking ID quickly glanced at the card rather than examining it. 34 outlets did not have any signs outside the door. 11 had signs outside the door, but not one of them admitted entry into their dispensary for an underage person. So kudos for the industry. Another sort of nail in a coffin hopefully we can just finally put this one to bed, that, legalizing cannabis in your state, in your county, in your city, in your town will not lead to an increase in underage use. In fact, study after study after study tells us the exact same thing. It leads to less teen use, and teens have harder access trying to access cannabis than prior to legalization. So let's try and put that one to bed and keep moving on. Thanks, everybody.